All right, welcome to Super Shipped, everyone. So today we have Sasha joining us. So for 17 years now, Grammarly has been the in-context proofreader. But up till now, if you encounter static text that wasn't editable, we couldn't help you. And so I asked Sasha to come on and tell us a little bit about a new feature we are launching. Sasha's been with Grammarly for 2/3 of its existence. Welcome, Sasha.
Hey Shashir, thank you. Honored to be here. And I'm super excited to do this because, as you said, for years and years, we've been pretty successful with helping people write. And finally, we are actually using all those same superpowers of the product to help them read.
Well, let's start with that. Tell us a little bit about the problem you started with here.
Yeah, well, that problem is information overload. We read a lot. We have to understand a lot. The speed of understanding and quality of our understanding matters. So basically we thought, what if we take our ability to be present everywhere where our users are? And this ability is already built in Grammarly. What if we extend this to reading surfaces?
Okay, got it. Let's see an example. So what are we shipping?
Yeah, let me share my screen. And for this example, I will actually pretend that I don't know you, Shashir. And I will pretend that I just Googled you up and looking for some conversation starters with you. So at your LinkedIn page, I see that you are introducing something called Coda MCP. So instead of taking this term and taking this out of this page and search for it on web, I can just invoke our reading assistance feature and ask it to explain what Coda MCP is. And here I get a completely correct explanation for this awesome feature of Coda. But even, taking one step back, I might be wondering what Coda is, and I am asking for explanation. And amazingly enough, our feature has context awareness. So when we are speaking of Coda, it doesn't speak of a piece of music. It speaks of an online document platform for collaboration, right? But this being based on Grammarly's ubiquity of our ability to be present on multiple surfaces on all the web pages in the world and eventually in all the desktop apps, I can switch to your blog and find some exciting statistics that you presented here. But here you mentioned some numbers, and I might not be an expert here. And given that these numbers are very specific for this case, just a normal web search even wouldn't help it. So I might want to ask a more open-ended question. So you're talking about Grammarly's ROI here for one of the customers. So I might ask here, is this a significant ROI for a software product? And I get answer right here using our Superhuman Go AI assistant. So there you go. Like we are helping people understand things faster and with higher quality.
It's amazing. Hey, I noticed in that drop down you had explain and you also had translate. I know there's a lot of different translation tools out there already. Tell us a little bit about what drove translation. What are some of the unique scenarios you can do with that?
Translation is not a new problem, and it has been solved by many other people. But that's actually exactly the part of the new problem. All those translation tools are very fragmented, and they are very dependent on the surface you're using them in. If you're lucky to have translation in your app of choice, it's going to be one UI. If you're using it in browser, it's another UI, and so on and so forth. But again, we have built translation into Superhuman, and it's same all across your workflows, all across your reading surfaces. For example, here I will switch to this website, which is in German. It talks about places you should see when you're visiting Berlin, and I'm talking from our Berlin office, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's a really nice place. So we can start just with this very basic task of understanding foreign language. So same thing, it's all in context. I don't really have to switch from this nice looking page with a lot of photos to a translation tool and then go back. I can just use it on the fly right here.
It's a great example. I know you had some other examples and some other applications as well. Give us some more.
Yeah, let me show you an example focused on professional life. So this is one of our internal web pages, which we are comfortable sharing externally. It talks about our time off policy for Germany, starting from a simple use case, abbreviations. I'm from Ukraine. I don't have good command of many English abbreviations. And in work setting, the stakes might be higher to understand things like this. So just like that, I can trigger explanation for what PTO is. But also, our reading assistance has context awareness. So you may have noticed this term supercharged sabbaticals, which is not a common term. It's internal term for our company.
Right.
So basically, because we can read the context of this document, we know organizational context, we provide correct explanation for these terms. Now think about these vulnerable times when you are a new employee somewhere and there is this waterfall of information, and first several weeks can be quite hectic because of that, super stressful. And now it's just as easy as that. It's not even down to searching for information or asking anyone. You can pull information up really quickly and efficiently.
So you mentioned that the features you're showing reading assistance is available through Superhuman Go. Maybe you can give everybody a little bit of a tour of how to think about Superhuman Go. What is it and how do you get to it?
Sure. Well, Superhuman Go is a AI assistant from Superhuman, but it actually also builds on superpowers that Grammarly has. So if you are not a user yet, you just have to go to Chrome Web Store and install a Chrome web browser extension, Superhuman Go extension, and it will appear like this on your browser window. And there you go. You have a Superhuman Go turned on here. By the way, if you're a Grammarly user, you also have that Superhuman Go powers already baked into your Grammarly extension. You just have to turn it on in your settings. So for Grammarly, you will likely see a picture like this. Good old Grammarly extension. If you go in settings, enable Superhuman Go, you will have all these features that I'm talking about today and way more. So basically, you will have an AI assistant that is effortlessly following you anywhere.
All right. And maybe one last question. Give us a little peek into the future. So you're the engineering manager for our inline experiences team. What's a little bit of a preview of what Go users can expect in the future for beyond, maybe beyond reading assistance?
Yeah, well, absolutely. The team is bubbling with ideas. Actually, let me, for short time, focus on reading assistance because we are only starting to scratch the surface. Here, we are building very basic functions that help with cognition, with comprehension. But actually, we can understand screen information. We can understand broader information about what users are doing way better than most other tools out there, and we can build on top of that. We can provide smart recommendations based on us knowing you as a user. We can guess what is the most productive thing you might want to do next. We may guess what questions you might ask. So we are going to build all of that in our reading assistants and very soon.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think the point you've made to me many times is that people probably spend something like 10x the amount of time reading as they do writing. And so this ability to take the power of Grammarly and work where you work and bring it to all of the rest of the time you spend working but not in editable surfaces, it's a pretty magical technical feat as well. And I think we're just showing a little bit of the surface of what that can do. But from a user perspective, it just adds so much value beyond what Grammarly does today. So, very excited for it, Sasha. Thank you so much for the great demo and tour, and congratulations on the launch.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to many people benefiting from this.